they asked me, so how are you running your business also? So I said, man, I'm running my business with a structured plan. I know everything of who's my customer segments, who's my resources, what is my key activities, what is my revenue stream, and so on. So they look at me, they're like, man, you sound like someone that came from a business school, you know. My name is Lorenzo Claassen. I'm a third year student at Charis Bible College, Capetown. Man, I just want to share your life before Charis. Yes, so myself grew up in a place called Elsis River. I was trapped in religious and knowing that I have to work for God to move, you know. So it's first me doing something and then God would move towards me. I was struggling with alcohol abuse and everything, and I was at a place where I wanted to commit suicide and so on. And yeah, I became born again in 2015, and then at that stage I approached God as a servant and not as a son. So me is having to do certain things for God to move towards me, you know. And then in 2019 I got introduced to Charis. I joined 2021. I did my first year. Man, it was life transformed. I realized who I am, whose I am, and now I have the perspective of when I approach God, I don't approach Him as a servant of doing certain things, but it's me acknowledging the finished work of the cross. So now when I approach God, I approach Him as a son, and He's a loving Father towards me. In the third year journey, my life had been transformed. So on last year, I was on a mission trip into Nigeria, and God spoke to me about resigning from my full-time job. Man, I listened to what God was saying to me about joining Charis full-time. So in this year, I joined as a third year student full-time. I resigned from my job. I was fully dependent financially on God, knowing that He's my provider and He's my source. So the testimony of the third year program really transformed my life. It was me applying business principles in my daily job that I was doing, because now I also have a cleaning detergent company that I would run practicals and products to distribute to the community and so on. In the school holidays, the previous company that I worked for, they invited me to come give some training and feedback on how to operate machines and how to give my knowledge to them now. So when I went in the June holidays, so I went to the company that I worked for the past 13 years. So now I came back as a consultant for them. So normally they would get consultants from China, India, and in the UK. So now it's me, Lorenzo Claassen, as a third year student of Charis Bible College, Capetown. Went back, had a meeting with them, discussed with them how we're going to do the program, how we're going to do training, and etc. And the first question they asked me was like, man, did you go to a Bible college or did you go to a business school? Because the language that I'm talking now, it's based on things that I get from the university. So I could sit with people, discuss business models and business practicals. And they asked me, so how are you running your business also? So I said, man, I'm running my business with a structured plan. I know everything of who's my customer segments, who's my resources, what is my key activities, what is my revenue stream, and so on. So they look at me, they're like, man, you sound like someone that came from a business school, you know. And man, really, the third year program has impacted my life so much. And now getting a clear understanding of business and ministry running together as one. Yes, the third year program is a leadership program, but man, it impacted my life on the ministry side and on the business side. And man, Charis is the place to be, because man, today, when I do approach God, I don't approach Him as a servant, but I approach Him as a son and as a loving Father towards me. I would like to encourage you that Charis is the place to be.